Hi guys, it's Usernamekate. If you're new to my channel, hello there. And if you're a returning viewer, you're the real OG. Wow. Today, I'm on a Rocket 3, baby. And as you can probably tell, I'm a teeny bit excited about that. Oh. So today I am riding Triumph's flagship muscle bike, a little bit ridiculous bike. Who needs that much torque bike? The 2.5 litre, 165 brake, 221 newton meters. So I've come to a place today where I know there's guaranteed bends, there's guaranteed curves in the road, and that is local Rivington. Now the reason that I've come here today is because you think of a massive lump like this. I've literally just been at traffic lights and a guy said to me, wound his window down, "Is that a car engine, love?" So it might as well bloody be. Said 2.5 litre, and you know what, right? Oh, there's something a little bit nice about looking a guy dead in the eyes and saying, "I got 2.5 litres, baby." Didn't call him baby. Definitely would have laughed at me. But no, there's something nice about riding something so inappropriately big for UK roads. So I'm going to take it over the lumps, bumps of Rivington, make sure nothing's coming, although it is pretty hard there. And then this is a real steep turn. We've got a big 240 booty, but we'll see if we can hustle it around these roads. So the only bike that I've ridden that has a 240 rear like this was a Harley Davidson Fat Bob 114, and that was a real effort to get it to go around bends, I won't lie. It's really, really low, the footboards are really low, it's long. So my perception of a bike like that is that it can't go around corners. I'm going to see if this one can. Now obviously you have to be very respectful of a bike like this, because it's a lot of weight and it's a lot to go wrong if it does go wrong. So I can't have it go wrong. So I'll be on my best behaviour, but first bend, easy. Got another tight one coming up. Again, just lean it over. Okay, I see ya. Gotta watch out for gravel around here. It's quite a windy day today. Right, a real tight bend this one. Beautiful, in the lines. Didn't want to go out super wide. Rake on this is decent. Wonderful. Let's take it round. Gorgeous. I do like the bends at Rivington. Jesus! Whoa, fourth gear that was. That was some pull. It is very, very windy. Like crazy windy. Nice second gear bend. Oh, nothing's coming. Wonderful. Another quite tight one. Yeah! Wow. It's just got so much available power right at your bloody fingertips. Oh man, it really does make your eyes water because the acceleration is so intense. And obviously it's windy as hell. Oh, clear. Oh! Ah! So good! Perfect. I tell you what, she dances lightly for a big lass. A reported dry weight 291 kilograms. I believe the wet weight, although Triumph don't say this on the website or anything, is reported at around 320, 330, fully fueled, fully juiced with all the fluids that it needs. It's a lot of bike to stop. Right, let's stop here. No coming. Let's go. I really struggled to find the foot pegs on this. They are classed as mid-controls, but they're like a Harley Davidson mid-control, so they're not super mid. They're literally kind of forward. So the riding position, the ergonomics of the thing. If I'm to ride it as it was intended, with my bum right in the scoop of the seat, I am very stretched out. I feel like I've done something wrong in the Middle Ages and I'm on one of them stretching boards. If I'm to ride how I'm comfortable, I am right at the front of that seat, which is no drama for me. It does help my reach to the bars, but I think if I was, you know, going further afield on this, I think I'd start to feel it in my back, in my arms, probably in my shoulders, just because I think this bike is built for somebody slightly bigger than me. However, Triumph do offer a Rocket 3 GT, which apparently the bars are a bit closer, so you're a bit more upright, which I think would definitely suit how I want to ride a fair bit more than this does. It's still great for a day out and for kicking about on, but if I wanted to go further afield on it, I do think I'd probably struggle just because of the reach. I think I've just got little T-Rex arms. But it won't stop me from having fun today. So yeah, for a short person, like I'm sat right on the front of the seat. If I was sat back where my bum is intended to go, I've got a little bit of a slope in my back. Around here. Yeah, I'm gonna sit forward. So yeah, I would be interested to try the Rocket 3 GT. Wink wink nudge nudge Triumph. And just see how it does compare. So I currently have this in sport mode. I want a bit of traction control today. It's a lot of torque to deliver to that back wheel. And even in sport mode, I could feel it spinning up at the lights when I pulled up next to the van driver and he was admiring the bike. Got to peacock a little bit, haven't you? I can't help myself. Why am I like this? So you hear that? Just keeping going. It has a beautiful gurgle when you shut off. Oh, I hope the mic picks that up. It's so good. Yeah, I really do hope the mic picks that up. How it sounds generally, I was expecting it to sound a bit more aggressive than it does. When I first fired it up and give it a rev, like, you can feel the bike shake, you know it's a handful. Particularly on little roads like this. But I expected it to sound sinister, but it doesn't sound sinister. I don't believe Triumph do an exhaust for this bike, but I'd like to think that, you know, aftermarket companies get on board like Zard and produce something pretty tasty, something a bit more raspy, a bit more throaty. Oh, I mean, don't get me wrong, it has got that sort of induction sound. It is throaty, it is. Like, don't get me wrong, it's great. But you've got to, like, get it out of it. But then burbles, I do like a burble. Leg position, when I'm sat in the position that I feel comfy in, great. Nice bend in my knees. My legs hug the tank really nicely. It's actually very comfortable. Oh, listen. I have priority. Can't really escape the speed bump that much. Ugh. Ben's gone for a nap. Again, I have priority. One thing that I've noticed on our UK roads, if we've got like a bit of a, what do you call it, when the tarmac's a little bit broken away. So with this bike, I think the launch for this was in Tenerife, where you do have really good tarmac in Tenerife. But over here on the Great British roads with lots of broken tarmac, I do feel sometimes like as you go over it, it shakes its head a little bit. Like, this is at like really low speeds. If you just like hit a bit of a bump, like, it does do a bit of a shake. I think kind of as the faster you go over them, it kind of just glides a bit better. But it definitely does like to say no thank you, ma'am. So town riding, perfectly comfortable. So if my information is accurate and my sources are true, it has a 6-axis IMU. You know, this bike has a lot of weight to stop, and yeah, it has pretty good Brembos, the creme de la creme, but it's also got safety features just to help you out with this big girl, like cornering ABS. You've got cornering sensitive traction control, just things designed to help us mere mortals out who aren't professional racers, who perhaps on a bike with so much torque like this, where, you know, in pretty grim conditions it might be a bit easy to have it spin up and spit you off if you didn't have these cool traction control levels and stuff like that. I think it's helpful. Motorway riding, if it's not a windy day, it's not actually that bad. It gets up to speed extraordinarily quick, like crazy. On a motorway, when it's a windy day, wow, you do get blown around somewhat chronic. What is it like for me stopped in traffic? I have the balls of my feet down Again, on the R, very low seat, 773mm. However, the seat is a wide one. So even though it's low, it's not as low as you'd expect it to be, if that makes sense. Going back to that 6-axis IMU, you've got things like cruise control as well, which is a nice touch. In terms of electronics, you don't get a heat grip as standard. You also don't get a quick shifter and auto blipper as standard. These are things that you do have to spec it with when you order one of these bikes. So if you're buying one of these bikes used, don't assume that it comes with those things. Through towns and stuff like this, it is actually quite civilized. You know, it moves nicely. Don't get me wrong, the real tight stuff, if you're going round like mini roundabouts and you're trying to get right round, if you're trying to go back on yourself on a mini roundabout, you might struggle. You might have to use absolutely all of the road that you possibly can. But for like, you know, country bends and stuff, sharp right angles and things, it's fine, it's good. Surprised me. Oh man, that was a bit of a vain moment then that I just had. I just saw my own reflection in a big glass front. I can see what that dude meant when he said it's like a car engine. It is humongous. It has presence. It has road authority. It's the dominating vehicle on the road. So guys, to anybody that recognises the location, you're probably thinking, you're in a pretty different place to where you started filming this vlog, Kate. And yeah, I am, because I got carried away riding round, just enjoying myself. Battery died, still loving life. And then, yeah, I've just ended up coming through Tilsley, so... So guys, I hope you've enjoyed my initial ride review, my first impression thoughts on the Triumph Rocket 3R. It is honestly such a cool bike. It's cool, it's fun, it turns so many heads. I just think it's awesome. I really, really do. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'd be really, really intrigued to see what you think. Has anybody ridden this bike? Does anybody own this bike? If you've got any trials and tribulations of ownership that you want to share, that I obviously can't share with you guys, given the fact that I've literally just hopped on this bike, then that might be really helpful to people. So yeah, I'll quickly get a few things out of the way just before I round up the video and leave you guys to your life. If you haven't already subscribed, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Moving on from there, if you want to get alerts as to when my videos go live, you can hit that bell button or the bell notification, and it will give you a little alert on your phone as to when my videos go live. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but since going full time on the YouTube front, I am trying to get 2 videos out a week. You can normally see them Sundays at 5 PM and Thursdays at 7 PM, just because it gives you guys a little bit of time to get home from work, settle in, put your feet up with a cup of tea. So guys, until next time, keep yourself safe. Auf Wiedersehen.